Big breath out. So, tonight what we're going to be focusing on is, we're out here training our body, absolutely. We're out here getting fit. But more importantly, we're out here focusing our efforts, putting good into our minds, and really focusing on how are we training not just the body, but the mindset. How are we training our thoughts? How are we training our brain? That is the most important. A lot of people, hey, I want a six-pack. Or hey, I want the curves. Or hey, I want to lose the fat. But how many people are like, hey, I want to have a six-pack of the mind? Or hey, I want to be really sharp mentally. Or hey, I really want to be that kind of person that as much as I go to the gym, I also go and seek out information and knowledge and teachers. Tonight we're focusing on the workout and also the mindset building. What are you putting into your mind? How often are you cultivating your mindset? And what kind of knowledge, tools, tips, and information are you putting in there? Because I'm telling you guys, if you come out on Friday Night Fit Club and do great in the workout, that's awesome. But if you guys don't take the tools and the mindset from this workout through all week, you miss a major portion of what it's about out here. So tonight we're focusing on good in, good out versus garbage in, garbage out. That's what happens when you put good in your brain, good in your mind, good comes out. Put garbage in, garbage comes out. Y'all ready for that? Yeah! So, tonight what we're finishing off with is good in, good out. How do you feed your mind? How do you cultivate your mind? You know, sometimes they say, oh, I've read that book. I listened to that tape. I've been to that place and heard that talk. But how many times? You know, I didn't quite understand that till just this week when I was listening to a personal development tape and it talked about sometimes you just gotta let it seep in. And I say that because maybe you read that book. Maybe you took those classes. Or maybe you listened to that motivational speaker. But how many times? How many times do you revisit? You know, in the gym, you don't do one curl and you're like, oh, I'm ripped. You don't go to the gym one time. You do it over and over and over and over and over and over. That's got to be the same way you take on your personal development, your mind development, your mindset cultivation. Imagine if you took on the same mentality that people that want to get in shape physically do with your mindset as well. Every time you're thinking about going to the gym, you're also thinking about what book are you reading. You're thinking about what kind of messages are you taking into your mind. What kind of radio are you listening to? What kind of music? What kind of sounds? What kind of TV? And if you start positively and intentionally choosing which ones you're listening to, how many times are you doing it? If you listen to some positive messages 10 times, that's the same as doing 10 reps. Sometimes it takes that 10th time for it to crack through and get into your subconscious. You have two conscious. Your conscious, which is your thinking, and your subconscious, which is below the level of your conscious level. And I'm going to tell you guys, your subconscious is what makes your heart beat over 10,000 times a day. It's what keeps you alive at night when you go to sleep. So it's very powerful. That's what directs your life. And you may think your conscious change with one time of reading that book, or one time going to that class, or one time coming to Friday Night Fit Club. It takes your subconscious 10, 20, 30, 100 times. Over and over and over and over. Because the people that are willing to do it over and over are the people who live that life. That life with the great mindset. That life with the positive thinking. That life with the success. And that life with the achievement. The person that does it one time and stops, that's just like the person that goes to the gym one time in January. Come February and March, you know where they're at. You know what their results are like. So today, I want you guys to leave with one thing from this part. One thing from Friday Night Fit Club. Feed your mind like you feed your body. And do it over and 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 over until you get the results you want. Your life is looking like what you want. Your thinking is looking like what you want. And you're getting everything in life you ever dreamed of. Y'all ready for that? Yeah! All right, let's go. Everybody up.